Hi all, good morning, and welcome to the SQL training course. Before I will start the session, I will discuss few of the protocols or the way how I proceed with the course. Okay, it's very simple. I know we'll be having a lot of questions to discuss. Okay, so first of all, these all are the topics which I cover during my course. I hope the screen is visible. You can see that we are starting from the scratch, and that's what I have mentioned, and that no prerequisite is needed. Even if you don't know anything about SQL, no need to worry. We start from scratch, how to create table, how to insert data, and slowly uh, we will cover all this comparison operator, logical operators, joins, CT expressions, and much more. Okay. So overall, if you are targeting for data analyst role, data engineer role, business analyst, or retail testing or retail development, this curriculum is will suffice the requirement. Okay. So this is all about the syllabus part. We don't cover PL SQL. That's a different course. Here we don't cover it. And apart from that, so on a daily basis, we share the assignments and then the classroom notes and the classroom recordings. This will be shared on a daily basis. On some days, we will not share assignment. Maybe because what happens, suppose I have shared the assignment today. So tomorrow, maybe the entire class will be discussing about the assignment question. So in that case, I will not share assignment the next day. Okay, whenever we will study in a new topic, I'll be sharing the assignment questions. Overall, during the course, we'll be having close to 200 to 250 practice questions will be there. Okay. And I will request you guys that please be regular and work on the assignment questions. And then how you have to share it, I will let you know. Let me show you, you can see like assignments will be like this, some sample I'm showing you. Some sample assignment I'm showing. This can be the assignment. Okay. Question number 1, question number 2, like this. Okay. On all those things will be there. How you have to solve it is, uh, just sample I'm showing, like one of my participant of previous batch, he has done it. You can see like how he has solved the assignment question. You have to create an Excel sheet, and that is a question number, whatever question I have mentioned in that Word document. See, this is the Word document. Whatever question I have mentioned, you have to copy and paste in that Excel sheet and your answer. Okay. So this was a multiple choice. Just you have to mention the answer. If it is fine, you can give the justification. That's well and good. Question number 2, this is the question, this is the data, and this is the solution. So whatever solution you're writing, you have to take a screenshot of that and you have to paste it here. So this is the format I want. And your Excel sheet name should be in this format, your name and the date of assignment. So here has shared this assignment, and this was of 19 September 2022. So how the format is clear, in which format you have to share the assignment, and the assignment you have to share on my personal window only. Okay, you don't have to share in the group. You have to share directly to me only. Okay. Similarly, you can see all the assignment questions number 3, question number 4, like that, how neat and clean he has shared. Okay. And assignments, we are not bothered whether it is right or wrong. Whatever you know, you work on it and share with us. If there is any, what I can say, any modification needed, so we used to comment on it that, okay, there's this modification you have to do, and then we will share this back to you, and accordingly you can do the modification. Any questions so far?
No. Do we cover ETL process as well in this course?
No. We don't cover ETL process in this course. For ETL, we have a separate course. Okay, we don't cover. This is strictly to SQL, and in ETL we don't cover SQL. Okay, this is strictly to with regards to SQL only. Okay.
Okay.
How much time do we get?
Sorry, 1 minute. We don't cover all those dimension table, fact table, star schema, snowflake schema, OLAP, world, nothing. We don't cover anything here. This is strictly with respect to SQL only. Okay, for that we have separate course, that is ETL course, and there we cover all those things. Yeah, the next question someone asked about the duration, right?
How much time do we get to submit the assignments?
It is up to
Will it be
you.
daily?
We will share assignment almost on a daily basis. Okay.
Mhm.
So maybe around 10 or 11. So the session will be over by 9. Sorry, 8:30. Okay, 7 to 8:30 is the timing, Monday to Friday. And session will be over by 8:30. So at max by 10, we try our level best to share the assignment with you. That is another 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Sometime maybe it get delayed, maybe by 11 or 12. But generally we try to share it by 10. Now this is up to you, because we know that you all are working professionals, so you have office commitments as well. So you can take
Right.
your time. There is no hard and fast rule. But if you want to get benefited, I will request that please work on the assignment. Okay. And during my course, I recommend my students, my participants, that don't get deviated just for 1.5 months. That's the total duration of the course. Stick to whatever I'm teaching. Don't uh, don't try to get concept from any other platform. You will get confused. You are free to search here and there. That's not a problem. But the assignment which we have designed, it is in such a way that you will find the question simple, medium, complex, and all those things are there. And once you're done with that, you are free. You can practice anywhere. Okay. Any other question?
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
Tanvir, what about the
Yep.
append and merge, which I asked
No, no,
earlier?
no. Sorry, we don't cover that. You see, the reason is for this syllabus only, I'm taking 1.5 months. Okay, and I know there are a few more topics are there which we are not covering here. Okay, the reason is we give more stress on the conceptual part. Append, merge, and all those things. We are getting feedback. So maybe in the next training, next batch, we will add it. And if that is added, we will invite you as well. You can see here like this recursive CT, pivot, and this level. This we have added for the last batch and for your batch only. Earlier, we don't teach this. We got the feedback and we have seen the trend that nowadays the questions from recursive CT, the interviewers are asking. So we have added this. Okay. So maybe we'll look into that, append and merge. Okay. So maybe if we will add that in the next batch, we will invite you guys, or we will share the recording with you. We will give you the access. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So, hi, Chanvir. Good morning. So,
Yeah. Good morning.
may I know when does the ETL course will start?
ETL course, okay. Maybe another, we are planning for 1st of October. We will publish the details shortly, but that's a tentative time.
Sure. Can you let us know when with the details in the
Yeah,
WhatsApp group?
sure. So hope you are on LinkedIn. So we will publish shortly on LinkedIn about the detailed course details. But
Sure.
to be
Sure.
clear, this here in this SQL course, we will not cover anything about ETL. Okay, this is for SQL related topics only.
Okay. I kind request when you start the SQL, can you give a basic understanding of the snowflake and star schema for a few minutes? And that will give an overview on how SQL work kind of a thing, right? If possible.
That if required, maybe during course, I will tell you that
Sure.
quickly I can show you. But in detail, like what happens, we will get deviated from the topic. If I will
Yes.
touch a
Yes.
star and a snowflake schema, then I have to go to the dimension and fact table.
Yes.
Then I
Yes.
have to tell reference table. Then I will go to that primary key, surrogate key. Why surrogate key is needed? Then I have to enter that SCDs type 2. So that is why. Earlier, no, what happened? We start one topic, you will ask question, and then we will get deviated from the topic. And then many participants, they will raise concern that Tanvir, this is for SQL. Why you are entering into ETL?
Got it.
So that is why with the that's why we have matured with the time, and then we have refined this that no, we will stick only to SQL. But yes, if you have any question, you're getting struck, you can connect with me offline. That then
Sure.
I have interview tomorrow. Can you tell me difference between star and snowflake schema? What are the limitations of a snowflake schema? What are the limitations of a star schema? Well, we can discuss that. But during
Sure.
course, I have to be very what I can say. I have to follow this in a disciplined manner actually.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Thank
Any
you
other
so much,
questions so far?
Tanvir. We are actually eagerly waiting for
No
the class.
problem.
It is already a little late.
No
Really
problem.
honest.
This demo
Thank you.
is meant, I know You all have a lot of questions, so this should be clarified before we start the class.
Okay.
Any
And
other
last one
question,
question.
anyone?
Will you be starting PLSQL once this completes?
PL SQL, we are planning that because we have raised multiple requests for that, but I cannot share any tentative time right now.
Okay.
But maybe within 1 month we'll be targeting it. Okay,
Sure. Thank you.
Writing
no
complex
problem. Yeah.
queries and performance tuning will you cover in this
Yes.
course actually? Because we are facing the same issue like complex queries while writing 300, 200 lines. Now I'm getting confusion like where the subquery is ending and where the alias need to be kept. So these are all the things I'm getting confusion. And also performance tuning, but mostly for that only I joined this course.
Hmm.
Yes.
See, complex queries for that, what we do, let's think that why a particular participant, he or she fails in writing complex queries. What is the reason? So we work on that. We will give you a strong foundation of each and every keyword, where to use what. And then slowly, I have mentioned earlier as well that in my assignment, you will see that is that the way we have designed it's a mix of simple, medium, and complex questions. Okay. So of course, we will be discussing the complex queries as well. Okay. But that's what I'm repeating again. You have to be punctual with the assignment. Okay. I have seen that in my all my previous batches, the students, those who have worked on my assignments regularly, they have cracked 3, 4 interviews here and there. And that's why if you, I'm not sure how many of you have attended that session with Karthik last week. He has cracked the interview of Citibank, and then we have many other participants that we are conducting sessions with them so that they can share their thoughts at how they have prepared. Okay, so of course, if you are covering all the topics, what I'll be we'll be discussing during the course, so you will be able to solve the complex queries. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And
If you
yeah,
miss
one
the
more
class
thing. You
recording, if you miss the
recording will be
class
shared
recording,
on a daily basis. Yeah. How we
through
proceed
WhatsApp group or
is,
any LMS, you will share through LMS or somewhere where you can share the classes.
so once we finalize the list of participants, one more thing, we have a limited seat policy. Okay. Because my session is totally interactive. You see now how you guys are asking question. So during the session, same thing will happen. You all will be asking the question. The session is totally interactive, and I suggest my participants to ask as much question. Feel free to ask question whatever is coming into your mind. And I don't suggest that once the topic is over, then you ask question. No, if I'm teaching the topic during the flow, you can stop me and ask the question. So that's the one thing. And then assignment, I have to evaluate. So if I have large number of participants, it becomes very difficult for me to manage all those things. So that's why we follow very limited participant. So once this demo is over, maybe tomorrow, Yodi, I will finalize the list of participants. Already almost 60, 70 seats are blocked. In that 70, like 5, 6 our team members are there, and a few are from the previous batch who were unable to attend because of medical issues. Few are the students, few are the financial weak students. We allow them free of cost. So these all things are there. Okay. So that's why we how we share the recording is once the list of participant is finalized in the target group, where we have the final list of participants, we will request you to share your Gmail ID. Okay, the Gmail ID through which you have registered on YouTube. And we will share the recording on a daily basis on YouTube on the private mode only. Okay. So irrespective of the matter, whether you are joining the classes or maybe you missed on a particular day, so we will share the recording on a daily basis. You don't have to worry about that. You will be getting those recordings on a daily basis. Hope I answered the question. And we will share the link and the playlist link, everything. Hope I answered the question.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. No problem.
I have a question. Actually,
Hmm.
I have like I am in knowing the concepts. I know what update alter does, but many of times when it has to be in action, I very much fumble upon it. What could be the reason? Like I have read SQL queries and I have understand all the concepts and logic behind it, but still I'm not able to like logically build up queries.
Yeah, the same problem many participants have, that they know the basic definition of SQL and all those things, but they fail to write the complex queries. So we will work on that. And that's the main agenda of this course, that how you will be able to write queries. So we will help you in building the logics, that how to build the logic. You can see this Excel sheet. So here I will tell you for the August batch. if we are solving any question, we will tell them that what is the pain point and how to solve it. Okay. Then how to bypass a pain point. What is the keyword you have to use it. Okay. So all those things using this Excel sheet, we will help you in building the complex logics. But before that, what happens now? I agree that you know the basics of SQL, how the keywords work. Okay. But we don't have that strong foundation. Suppose left and right outer join. If I will ask where to use left, where to use right, what is the difference between them? Many other questions are there. So during my course, I try to give you strong foundation and a comparison between different operators and how the SQL engine works. What is the limitation of a particular keyword and all those things. So once you have that strong foundation now, it becomes easy to write complex queries. Once you understand how the engine is working, how the SQL order of execution is there. Suppose if there is a particular SQL query, if you know that how the engine is taking which keyword first it is executing, and then which keyword next and all those things, it becomes easy. Okay, so hope down the line with the course, you will understand it and maybe like you'll be able to solve the complex queries. Okay. That's what I can tell you. Hope I answered your question.
Yes.
Okay. Any other question, guys?
Can we
Yeah,
regular
Mr.
questions are
Yeah.
covered?
Sorry.
Regular,
I have a
I have a question.
thing. Can I go first? Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
please go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir. So you mentioned that you have a ETL class coming up in October, right? So is SQL like do you need to have thorough knowledge in SQL to start with that class, or is it all independent?
No, I will not tell through knowledge, but yes, if you have at least basic of SQL, it will
Okay.
be good for ETL course. But again, that is not mandatory because I mentioned in the very beginning that in ETL, I don't touch SQL, and in SQL course, I don't touch ETL part. So the straight answer is it is not mandatory, but yes, if
Okay.
you know the basic, it will be well and good.
Okay. And also, is this class, like you said, it's 5 days a week, right? So is it like 2 hours? Is it an hour and a half every day, or how does it work?
No, strictly we follow hour and a half. Strictly at 8:30, I will end the session on daily basis because we know that many of you have official commitments. So 8:30 maximum, I will close the session at that time. So 7 to 8:30, Monday to Friday. Total duration is 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. I'm done.
No problem. Any
I
other
have
question?
one question.
Hmm.
Will you be using Oracle or MySQL as?
Good question. First of all, okay, fine. Okay, Oracle or Microsoft SQL Server you're asking, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So let me show this platform. So this is the one of the platform on which we will practice. This is the Oracle platform. But before this, let me answer one question and let me clear one misconception what many of you have. You see, to practice SQL or to work on SQL, and don't guys, please don't message. I will not be looking into the chat box. Please straightforward ask your questions. Okay. So you have Oracle, you have Microsoft SQL Server, you have Netezza, you have Teradata, then you have Postgres, and what else? MySQL, many other platforms are there. Okay. Or you take Hive as well. Okay. These all are different vendors. Okay. Like car, you have Honda car, you have Hyundai car, you have Tata, right? Audi and all those things. These are different companies. But if you will check the way how you ride, it is same. A, B, C, accelerator, brake, clutch. If you have to change the gear, you have to what I can say, you have to change, you have to press the clutch and all those things, right? Same way, I teach generic SQL, which is applicable across all this platform. I know many of you are fresher, many of you are from non-technical backgrounds, so this question bothers you. I will be teaching on Oracle and this platform, what I have shown you right now. I will tell you how to log in and all these things. Don't worry about that. And on Microsoft SQL Server. But whatever I'm teaching, you are free to practice on any other platform. If you're working in office on Netezza, that is fine. You practice on it. Teradata, practice on it. Postgres, you can practice on it. In my project, I'm working on Postgres. It's fine. MySQL, hi. So don't think that, oh, Tanvir is teaching on Oracle, so I will not be able to write queries on Netezza. No, it is not like that. They're different vendors, but the SQL what I'll be teaching you, that is the generic, that is not specific to any particular platform. I agree that 0.5 percentage differences are there. How much? 0.5 percentage differences are there. Few of the keywords like minus keyword, it works on Oracle, but doesn't work on SQL Server. For that, you have except. Similarly, substr, it works on Oracle, but doesn't work on SQL Server. For that, you have substring. Okay. So these all keywords I'll be teaching you down the line. But during your interviews, interviewer will never ask question specific to a particular platform or vendor. Okay, don't worry about that. Delete this concept from your mind. I'll be teaching a generic SQL, which will be applicable everywhere. Hope that is clear. And this is totally practical or hands-on session. I don't have any PPT, nothing, no notes, nothing I have. If you're interested in notes, we'll be sharing the recording. From the recording, you can prepare your own notes. And during that session, you don't have to practice the code. Suppose here, if I'm writing some piece of code, you don't have to practice it. Just concentrate on the lecture. Once the class is over, then you can practice. And if you're getting stuck, you can connect with me. I have written there offline support. Offline support means once the class is over, if you're getting stuck, you can connect with me. You can either send a screenshot if you're getting any error message or any other thing. Okay. Even the course is over, many of you, I think, who are from the previous batch, many of you are from July batch or August batch, you might have seen that you are connecting with me after your course is over. Even then, I'm providing support. I agree that I will not be punctual in that because I have many other commitments. A lot of WhatsApp messages are floating, so it becomes difficult. But I make it sure that I should get back to you on that. Okay, have I answered your question?
Hi Tanvir, I have one more question. Do you cover store procedure as well?
No. We don't cover PL/SQL part. The stored procedures and functions we don't cover now. We are planning for a course down the line for that.
Okay.
Any other question, anyone?
Hi Tanvir, good morning. I'm
Good morning.
Hariharan, and now I'm new to SQL. I'm working for banking industry. Now I heard from this group, most of them having sound knowledge in a technical background. I'm not having zero knowledge in SQL. Maybe this will not give any difficult in this course. I can cope up with the course. I can learn the SQL. I need your support. How do we go ahead? Because I'm not in. I'm new to the SQL now, so that I'm asking.
No issues, Harihar. I think Miller referred you, right, Harihar?
Correct.
Right. Okay. So don't worry about that. I mentioned earlier as well, and clearly I shot out this in my post. This course will start from scratch. Even if you know SQL, if you don't know SQL, don't worry about that. I will start from scratch. You see, I will start from create. That how to create table, that I will start from, and how to insert data. Even if you don't know about ABC of SQL, don't worry about that. Just be punctual and religiously work on the assignment question. That is what I will tell you. And Miller is the best example in front of you. Right? He is working in that IBM, right? He cracked the interview.
Correct.
So I don't have to tell anything. That's the best example in front of you, right? So guys, we have many participants earlier, those who are from non-technical background. Miller, he was working in the bank, right? And right now he got an offer in that IBM and he has started as well. Then many other examples are there. Few are from non-technical and freshers. They are cracking the interview. Last week, Karthik, I have scheduled a session with him. Maybe many of you, a few of you have attended that. Only 2 years of experience, and he has cracked the interview as data engineer. Okay, and so that's why I conduct this session to give you positive energy. Don't think that I'm from non-technical. I have seen BA graduates, BA arts graduate. They're working as an analyst. Okay, so this session will start from scratch. No need to worry about that. And no prerequisite needed. No special machine configuration needed. Even if you don't have personal laptop, I will tell you how you can work on the official laptop. No need to worry about all those things. Any other question? Okay, fine.
Sir, actually, I have one question. Sir, actually, can you please upload one video regarding how to make the data engineer? Because right now I am a data analyst. I am working on SQL as well as a Power BI also. But I need to switch my career in data engineer. Can you please upload one video to track the path for data engineer also?
Sure, Gaurav. But the last week Sunday session with Karthik, have you attended that?
No.
No. Okay. So what means we have started a new interview session. Okay, like the participants of my batch who have cracked the interviews and who have got placed. So we are scheduling a session with them every Sunday 3 to 4. So directly, why I'm conducting session with them is like directly you can ask the question to them. Okay, in this group, can you raise your hand, those who attended that session with Karthik, quickly? Can you raise your hand, guys? Okay. Yeah, many. Okay. So you all know that how much that session was useful or how much you got benefited because directly you have asked the question and he has answered. So similarly, this week as well, we are planning to conduct one session. So Gaurav, for sure, I will try to create a video on that. But at the same time, I will request you to attend those sessions so that directly you can ask questions, okay? That how he has prepared, what are the curriculum needed, what syllabus we have to concentrate on all those things. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. No problem. Any other question, guys?
Hi, Tanvir. I'm Kiran here.
Yeah, Kiran.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Tanvir, actually, I do have overall 11.5 years experience. I'm into US health insurance background. So it's complete into the non-technical. So now I would like to learn SQL. So how it will be helpful for my career and what are the additional things I have to learn with the SQL?
Okay. Before that, let me tell you one thing. Data, 1 minute. I will answer your question. Data analyst, data engineer, business analyst, ETL developer, data scientist, ETL tester, Power BI or Tableau developer. You know what is common among all this job profile? Anyone?
SQL.
They all play with data. And that is why SQL is a mandatory skill set if you want to enter any of this job profile. Okay. So SQL is like a bread and butter these days in IT industry. Just take it for granted. SQL is like a bread and butter, whether you're working at a front end or you're working at a back end. And if you want a proof, do one thing, scan the LinkedIn, okay, just for half an hour, and you see most of the job profile, the JD, they will mention that SQL. So one thing is damn sure, if you are smart enough, if you are good enough in SQL, okay, so 50% of the interview you can crack, especially in data analyst role. If you're able to crack SQL, and even if you're a little bit poor in Python or advanced SQL, they will digest it and they will give you the offer. Okay. Then Power BI, similarly, SQL with that showstopper for all this job. Right? If your question is like, I'm afraid it's long back and all those things, I don't have any expertise, so I'm repeating. This course will start from scratch. I'm not asking that you should know this things about SQL. No, nothing. If you don't know about ABC of SQL, that's fine. No need to worry. Just attend my lectures regularly, work on the assignment. That is what, and I give you guarantee that just within 1 week you will see the difference. I think many of you, almost 50% of my participants, 50-60% in each batch, they are referral. Even in this group, many of you have been referred by someone, right?
Yes.
So that assurance I can give you. Don't worry about all those things. Just show them some strong commitment. Yeah.
Sure. How long it takes duration?
1.5 months.
Okay.
6 weeks.
Is that morning or like?
Morning, 7 to 8:30, Monday to Friday.
Okay, okay, Tanvir.
Okay,
So I
no
will
problem.
connect you personally so if I have any question. Thank you.
Sure, no problem, no problem.
Thank you, Tanvir.
No problem. Quickly, any other question, guys? Anyone?
Hello, Tanvir. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Yeah, please ask quickly what the question is. Mohan.
Can you share me the WhatsApp group link? I don't have WhatsApp group link, so somebody referred me. So
yeah, I will share with you. You ping me, okay, on WhatsApp. I will share after this
even
session
I
is over.
don't have your number as well.
You don't have my number as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ping my number in the chat box. 1 minute.
Yeah, sure.
Right. This is my WhatsApp number. You can.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Fine. Any other question, guys? Quickly, almost 30 minutes we have.
Hello,
Hi,
Tanvir.
Tanvir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, I am from web development background. I have 1 year experience in it. I want to switch my career in data engineering. I just want to ask if it is possible for me. Could you please guide?
So if you want to enter the data engineering job profile, of course, SQL is mandatory. But apart from that, I will not tell you that only SQL will help you to crack that. Apart from that, you should attend the data engineering course as well. I will not refer where to go, that you have to search. But yes, apart from SQL, you have to plan for data engineering course as well. Okay. Fine. But if you're talking from SQL perspective, this will be more than enough.
Okay.
Hi, Tanvir.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, this is Madhu here, Tanvir.
Yeah, Madhu.
Yeah, I saw your post in LinkedIn. Then I interact with you in the WhatsApp, and then I joined this course, and I referred multiple people also for this course. Actually, my concern is I have 6 years of experience, and I moved into data engineering recently. But I have basic SQL which I learned from the forums and all. I am understanding that that's all the queries and basic commands and all. While writing only, I am not able to make it syntax, and I'm not able to write complex queries and all. Even I practice in W3 schools also. Like they are giving some text and all, I'm able to write the text also. But I'm not able to put complex queries, and whenever they ask in the interview when interviews, they will give some scenarios and they will ask to write the queries also, right? By the time also I'm stucking actually. Currently I'm trying for data engineering role. I think you can help me.
Yeah, sure. That's what I told you. From SQL perspective, if you're working on my assignments regularly, this will be more than enough. That's what I can tell you. And the question is about how to write queries and all those things. So that's what, just attain 1 week, okay? And then let's see that what's the difference, okay?
Yeah, sure.
But yes, we write complex queries, and that will help you. You'll find the difference there, okay?
Yeah, sure, Tanvir. Thank you.
Sure, yeah. I think we have discussed a lot of questions,
Tanvir,
and you got
just a quick question.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I was just going to ask that will the conceptualization part, like what is RDBMS, data warehouse, like the concepts part, or you could say theory part, will also be covered?
We don't cover that in this course. We cover that in ATL course. But if you guys are interested, quickly, I will tell you that. Not an issue. Okay.
Okay.
Is that fine? Yeah.
Hey, hi, Tanvir.
Because,
good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Please tell me.
Yeah, so Tanvir, just one question. Like, are we going to discuss the joins in a detail? Because why I'm asking this, when we see the business logic into the real-time world, so there are multiple reference tables are getting used, and they are using like inner join, right join, left join in the same query. So there are like 10, 15 tables they are using as a reference, and sometimes it will make as a confusion, like how this query is getting flow. So So it will be very helpful if you provide the details like how the flow will happen when they are using the multiple reference tables or multiple tables and using the inner join, left join.
See, what I can tell is, yes, we cover joins. And the example, what I can tell you is in the current batch, which was over yesterday, we have taken almost 8 to 9 hours for joins only. So from that, you can understand how in depth we have discussed about the joins and whatever you are asking. So all those things will be covered in this. Don't worry about that.
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks, Abdul.
So from conceptual part, I guarantee you that we will not miss any concepts. Okay. Any topic, whatever is listed here, we will cover all the concepts. You see how you start. Suppose if I'm teaching join, first of all, I will tell you why join is needed. First thing. Second thing, what is the syntax? Then third thing, why this syntax? Then how SQL process it? Then why left is different from right? If the left and right are performing the same task, then why we have left and right both? Okay. And then multiple joining conditions, shuffling the tables, shuffling the joining condition. What is the impact? Then using where in the joining condition, then and in the on clause and all those things. So don't worry, all the flavors of a particular keyword we'll discuss. Okay, fine. But for that, you have to make the session interactive. You have to ask questions. You have to answer my questions and all those things. I prefer interactive session. Okay, fine. Any other question, anyone?
Yeah,
thanks. Will you be cover execution plans like physical execution plan and logical plans and how the query execution?
Yes, sir. We will cover that. Okay. Yes, we will cover that. And someone asked question about performance. So performance, we don't have any separate and what I can say, any specific session. So what we do in performance perspective is each and every keyword when I will be teaching, I'll be covering the performance aspect. Suppose if I'm teaching you CT, I will tell you that how this is good from performance. If I'm teaching you subquery, I will tell you how this is not good from performance, which one you should use. So that is performance is a continuous process. You have to understand that the impact of each and every keyword, how it contributes to the performance. So that's why we don't take a separate class or a special class of performance, but that is a regular means part of this course. Okay.
Okay,
fine then. Yeah. Okay, no problem.
One more question. Sorry to interrupt you. How we will receive the notes and the assignment materials?
On the WhatsApp group. Okay, we will share the link with you on a daily basis on the target group. Okay, on a daily basis by 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. we will share that. This is the format. I think you have joined late. So this is the format, and this format, I think this is visible. Hope my screen is visible, guys.
Yes.
So this is the format. We share assignment on a daily basis. So you can see, I think this is having 10, 15 questions. Yeah, 17, 18, 18, 19, how much question? 22 question is there. So sometime 22 questions, sometime 10 questions will be there, sometime 15 questions will be there. So this will be shared on the WhatsApp group, on the target group, where we have the final list of participants. So once we share this, then you have to work on it. And then you have to share your solution in this format. Okay, each and every question, what was the question? And then your solution, the screenshot, what you have executed. I strictly recommend to share the screenshot. Don't only write the query and show that. Okay, write your query, execute it, and show the screenshot. Okay. If you have time, if you are badly occupied, you have a lot of official commitments and personal commitments, take your time. If you're unable to share the same day, maybe you can share the next day. That's not an issue. Okay, but you should work on the assignment. That's very important. Okay. Any other question?
Okay, thank you.
Tanvir, this is Sai.
Yes,
last question. Do we cover views as well?
Views I don't cover here, but fine. I'm getting some suggestions on views as well. I will check if we can accommodate that. Okay.
Yeah,
you,
please.
You can remind me during the course. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Materialize views and all those things.
Yeah, why? Because
sure.
A view does not have a physical structure, right? So that to understand why we create a view on the base table, means are we not having access to that base table, or why is the need of actual view to be?
Sure.
Thank you.
I cannot commit now, but with the time, if we have sufficient bandwidth, I will try to cover it. Okay.
Yeah, please. Thank
You
you.
see, no issues. You see how many topics are coming up, like database, data warehouse. Few of you want to know SAR and Snowflake schema. So that's what. If I will start discussing on all those things now, so we get debated from the topic. But yes, I will see if the bandwidth permits, I will try to touch base all those things. Okay.
Please. Thank you.
No issues.
Yeah, I think
and thanks a lot for the suggestion, because these all suggestions are very important for us. This helps us to modify the course accordingly. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, hi Tanvir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Vipin. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, I have a question. Can I? Do you have any payment portal? Basically, you have shared a number. So to make
You
the payment.
connect with me after this class. You have my number, no, on WhatsApp number.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
shared
yeah.
on the chat as well. You connect with me. Okay. But
Yeah,
again, I repeat.
yes.
You see, one very big confusion is there. I will tell you. And when I started this group, something happened in the beginning. Someone commented and all those things happened. Maybe you might have seen that. We never encourage you guys to make the payment before demo. Never. I strictly tell, many of you have contacted with me, connected with me, that, okay, Tanvir, I want to make payment. I used to tell that, no, first of all, get convinced, attend the demo, then plan. I always tell this to every student. Still, many of you will do the payment and will reserve the seat. So I cannot do anything in that case. Okay. What happened in the previous batches? So after the demo, the seats were full, and we were unable to accommodate any new participant. Publicly, we mentioned in the LinkedIn that we cannot accommodate any new participant because I have the limited seat policy. Okay, so we never encourage you to pay or reserve the fees before demo. Attend demo, then reserve the seat. Okay, but on the same line, we cannot do anything if someone is paying the fees before and they are reserving the seat. So now, after this demo, hardly we will accept 10 participants, not more than that. And from this group only, not only any external participant. That's what yesterday I have mentioned. Don't share this link with any external participant. Okay. So that's the policy I have here. So connect with me afterwards the demo is over. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine, no problem. Any other question, guys?
Tanvi, you raised this, right? So
yeah, Yogesh.
The timing would be remain same or it would be changed?
It will be same. It's strictly same. 7 to 8:30.
Okay. Tanvir, I have a question. So what about that, software installation?
I will tell you that. That's the next thing. I will explain that. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Fine then. Okay. Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, Tanvir, regarding the frequently asked interview questions, like, will you be sharing a list with
We'll do
us?
that. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
During the course, I will be telling you in each and every topic that what kind of questions can be asked from this, what kind of question can be asked from that, and how that. So this throughout the course, I'll be explaining you the interview questions, what kind of questions I will ask. And if you are working on those interview questions, if you're making a note of those questions, okay. So what I have seen, like almost 80-90% questions will be solved. Recently, I will give you an example. Day before yesterday, I have seen a question on the LinkedIn. Okay. And that was my assignment question. Okay. I have proof of that. I prepared that, my assignment question. It was asked in the Bosch company. Okay. I'm not sure how they got that question and how they asked. So why I'm telling this is that work on my assignment. That is why I suggest my students. I know you all are occupied, but take your time. Even if you're not able to work on the daily, work on weekends. Okay. Share it with me. Okay. I will evaluate it. But if you want to get benefited, work on the assignment. Just lectures only will not work. To be very straightforward and frank. Okay.
Sure.
Fine.
Yep.
Any other question? No problem. Fine then, guys. Shall we start now? Okay. So I have cleared all the basic dots, whatever you all have. But still, if you have any question, you can connect with me once this demo is over. Okay. So first of all, coming to the installation part. This is the platform on which we practice most of the time. This is the Oracle platform. Very simple. Just go on Google, type Oracle Live SQL. Let me write it here. Just you have to type this. Oracle Live SQL. Just type this. Okay. And then you will see like a new window will be open. This window will be there. This kind of window will be there. Okay. So then what you have to do is you have to, when you are logging for the first time, you have to create your account. And account creation is a very simple task. Just you have to give your name, username, and you have to set a password. That's all. Very simple. Hardly it will take 1 to 2 minutes. That will be created. And then you have to log in with that name. Like this is my username. You have to log in with your Gmail ID. That's all. And then there's some error. 1 minute. If you will keep this idle for a long time now, it will not allow you to access it. 1 minute. Let me check this form. Oh, 1 minute. Yeah. So click on start coding now. And then you have to give your. So if you will keep this idle for a long time, maybe like 20 minutes or half an hour, you get disconnected and then you have to log in again. Okay. So this is now here you can start writing your code. That's all. As simple as that. Hope it is clear. And whatever we'll be practicing here, you don't have to write it during the class. We will share these notes with you. So on a daily basis, we'll be sharing three documents. First of all, recording will be shared on a daily basis. Second, assignment will be shared on a daily basis, and classroom notes will be shared on a daily basis. Okay, hope it is clear. Any question on this? Now coming to Microsoft SQL Server installation, we will share a link with you. You can go through the link. It is very simple, and you will be able to download Microsoft SQL Server as well. Or MySQL link is already present in my YouTube channel. I will share that link as well with you. You can download it. And no specific or heavy configuration is needed. It is very simple. If you don't have personal laptop, if you're working on official laptop, I will suggest go with this Oracle Live SQL, because your official laptop will not allow you to download that Microsoft SQL Server or MySQL platform. You can practice on this. Okay. Is that fine? Any questions so far?
Yes. Good.
Okay, fine, perfect. Now next is, now I will start the session. Okay. First of all, okay, one more thing. I need 5 volunteers. Okay, and quickly, I want to understand what is the expectation from this course. Quickly, okay, don't take much time. In one line, tell me what is the expectation. Who wants to go first?
Able to solve the complex queries which are asked mainly in interviews for product-based
queries. Okay, fine. Next.
Yeah, so the second thing is that how do we solve the same question in different methods? Like if there is a question, then there will be obviously different types of queries to solve the same question. Kind of optimization, like how do you optimize this one?
Strong knowledge in SQL.
This is the best. This is the perfect thing which I will admire. Strong knowledge on SQL. Guys, if you know strong knowledge of SQL, automatically you'll be able to solve complex queries. Okay. This is the important thing. You should have a strong knowledge of SQL. You should know each and every keyword, how it is working. That's a perfect. Okay.
Able to solve scenario-based questions like lead code.
Able to solve
scenario-based lead code. No, actually we have a lot of questions. So...
Yes, sure. Next.
Mainly on the recursive and recursive CT sets of queries.
Recursive CT, yes, we will cover that. And today I will post a question as well on the recursive CT on the LinkedIn. Okay, anyway. Next question. Next.
Future leaders of SQL developers.
Oh, okay. Future?
Leaders in SQL developers. Future experts in SQL developers.
Future experts. Okay. And SQL world I will write. Okay. Good. This is also good. Any other?
Performance tuning.
Performance tuning. Okay. Any other point we have?
For data science. Understanding the business problem and providing effective solution.
Catering to business needs, right?
Yes.
Okay. Fine then. I think these are the areas where you want to work. Okay. Fine. Perfect. We will cater to all this your expectations. Hope we'll work on this, and you will get benefited. Okay. Quickly, one more question. Just you have to raise your hand. How many of you are from non-technical background? Just raise your hand. Oh, good. 12, 13. Okay, almost 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, good number. Okay, okay. Oh. Good number. Okay, fine. Okay, next question. You can drop your hand now. Next question. How many of you are having less than 5 years of experience? Please raise your hand. Less than 5. Less than 5. Oh. Okay. Okay. Got it. Thanks. You can drop your hand now. Okay. So this helps me to understand my audience and to plan the course accordingly. Thank you, Ella. Thanks a lot for all your support. Okay. Now, let's start now. Now, the first question is, why SQL? Anyone? Why in the industry, IT industry, they are looking for SQL expert? Why? What is the reason?
To store the data for making analytical decisions on how the market is going in with the trend.
Right. See, now you guys can drop your hand, no issues. So see, why SQL suddenly? Okay, although SQL is in market for long, it's almost 40 years. It's in market. Okay, but why suddenly for last 4 to 5 years you will see there's a huge demand for SQL? The reason is, quickly I will answer, although we discuss it in detail in the ETL classes. Why SQL? The reason is any business, okay, like take the example of my course. Right now I asked that how many of you are from a non-technical background, how many of you are having experience greater than 5 years. So this all data helps me to plan my course, right? Correct. Similarly, whenever you are running any business, okay, you have to understand how your business is performing, right? So that accordingly you can take some decision. So how you will understand your business, how it is performing. Suppose if you have 10 outlets within India and outside India, you have 10 outlets. So if you want to understand how your business is working, how it is performing, you have to understand the data, right? You have to understand each and every transaction. You have to understand whether the profit is increasing or decreasing. The profit, it is increasing in which particular section, in particular department. If it is decreasing, why? If it is increasing, why? Right? How much taxes you are paying? What is the performance of your competitor? Right? Accordingly, you will take some decision. But suppose you started your business and you're not doing analysis. Do you think it will work? No. So nowadays, every business, they have to understand how it is running, where they are making growth, what else they can do to enhance it, right? So that is why SQL language will help you to process your data, to fetch the useful information, to slice and dice the data, so that you can get an idea that how your business is working, how it is growing. Okay. So that's when nowadays SQL, especially in data, in all the job profile which is related to data, SQL is very much required. Because through SQL, quickly, if you're expert in SQL, quickly you can write query and you can meet the business needs, the business requirements. Suppose your manager or your CEO, they're asking, okay, show me that quarter-over-quarter growth of this particular location and this particular product which we sell. So if you're strong in SQL, quickly you will write a query and you will show that. You will create a report, right? And then from that, your business stakeholders, they can make some decision that how the business is performing. If it is not performing well, they will again make some new policies. Maybe they will launch some new product. Or maybe if that product is not performing well, they will stop the production of that product, right? So how you can take the business decision when you have some good information, right? Okay, so that's why the SQL is needed. This will help you to store the data. This will help you to manipulate the data. This will help you to fetch the data as per your business need. So that is why, and nowadays you are living in an era of data. I think I don't have to explain this. You are using YouTube, right? You know on a daily basis how many videos are getting uploaded. WhatsApp on a daily basis, how many chats are there? Or take the example of this. You are shopping in a retail outlet. Have you noticed this? Once you have done the payment, immediately you will get a message on your mobile that okay, the next time when you will purchase for this particular amount, we will give you this discount. Have you noticed this? Have you experienced this, guys?
Yes.
Anyone? Yes, right. So how it is happening? The moment you have purchased, so all the data is getting stored in the database, and immediately the algorithm, it is working, and then it is sending a new offer to you so that this customer should be our repeat customer. So how that is happening very quickly? Have you thought about that? SQL. You went to a bank, okay? You deposit 10,000 rupees. The moment you will deposit, immediately you will get a message. This amount credited in your account. How it is happening? Your update statement, right? So SQL nowadays, it is everywhere. Why? Because data is everywhere. That is why it is considered as data is the new oil. Okay. Next example. Now it's a time for festive season. Okay. Diwali just it's like another 1 month. Diwali will be there. Your e-commerce platform, Amazon, Flipkart, there will be on daily basis. You will see some new offers they are sending, right? So how it is working? They're analyzing their data. They're analyzing the purchasing behavior of their customer and the competitors as well. So how it is happening? Because of the data. YouTube, if you are looking at the political videos, do you think the YouTube feed will give you suggestion for religious videos? No, they will send you only political videos. How? Because they're analyzing your watch history, your search history, right? And accordingly, that recommendation engine is working and it is giving you that suggestion. But these are few of the common daily life example of the SQL, how it is working, right? Or pick any other feed or maybe Twitter or LinkedIn, how it works. They all have somewhere SQL engine sitting and it is doing his job. So that is why the job, the profile, the business, which is related to data, they have to work on SQL. And tell me a particular business which is not related to data. Can you tell me some business? No. All the business nowadays, they have to process their data. They have to understand it and what is working. What HRs are doing, they are processing the data of the employee database, right? Then only they are giving the numbers that, okay, this is the total number of employees. This is the male number of employees, female number of employees. This is the ratio. This is the salary distribution, that this number of employees having 5 years of experience and all those things. Even in this election, right? Nowadays, if you will Google, you will see in elections, the political leaders and their IT cell, they are using this big data to analyze that how the voters they are giving the votes and the spread of votes and all those things. I'm not sure how many of you know this, but it is happening in elections as well. They're using the technology, big data, and all these things to understand the voters. And accordingly, they are doing their campaign. Okay. So hope it is clear why we need SQL. At a very high level, I have mentioned that. Okay. Now, the first thing is, it's clear like you need data, right? So suppose I will start with a very simple one first of all. This is the September batch. Suppose take the very simple example of employee database. Okay. First of all, before you have to process data, what you will do? you have to store it. Am I correct? Before you will process it or before you will extract the useful information, whatever you want, first of all, you have to store it, correct? So to store data, we need a table. Like suppose if you want to stay, you went to Bangalore. If you want to stay, first of all, you will search for a house, right? Either PG or rented house or something, correct? Similar equivalent in database is your table. Table is something where we store data. Okay. Now the data what we are storing, we will give some categorization like employee ID, employee name, salary, the department, and the location. Or suppose, yeah, let me keep this only. Employee ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take some simple example. Name is suppose Raj, Akash, Abdul, Manoj, and you have Tom. Salary, I'll take some random number. Department is tech, sales, HR, tech, sales. Location maybe Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, Kerala, and then Hyderabad. Okay. So you can see here, I have created an employee table. So this is known as table. Okay. And these are known as columns. You can see this one. These are known as columns. So how many columns we have? Employee ID is one column. Employee name is second column. Salary is third column. Department is fourth column. Location is fifth column. These are known as columns. Okay. C-O-L-U-M-N-S. Known as columns. And this is known as table. What is the name of this table? Employee. Okay. And these are known as records. This is one record. This is another record. This is another record, third record. This is fourth record. This is fifth record. Okay. So what is table? What is column? What are records? Is this clear? Any questions so far? So why we need table? We need table to store data. Okay. Then from here you will get the concept of dimension table, fact table, reference table, static table, lookup tables, and all those things. So first of all, let me tell you the basic definition of table. Table is something where we can store our data. Okay. And these are all the columns. Here, how many columns we have in this table?
5 columns.
Five columns. Five columns, right? And if I will ask you how many records we have in this table?
5.
Five records. This is one record. This is another record. This is another record. This is another record. This is another record. Okay. Now, coming to data. What is data? This Raj is one data. Chennai is one data. 400 is one data. Okay. Fine. So this is the way we create table and we store data. And then we will see next that how to create and all those things. Any questions so far? And guys, please don't message. You'll get debated if you will message it. You directly ask a question if you answer it. Okay. Any questions so far?
Tanvi,
no? Yeah.
At times when we type on a keyboard, it suggests some keywords like auto correction. So does that also uses SQL to like check our spellings and all?
No. SQL will never use that. There is a reason for that. I will tell you. There is a concept of user defined and reserved keywords. Okay, so that SQL will never suggest you for the spelling and all those things. What it will suggest, I will tell you that. Okay. Okay. Can I request all to go on mute? Some background noises there. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, fine. So now how to create this table, because I have created this on an Excel sheet. Now how to create this table in a database. What is a database? Database is just like a repository. I'm not telling in detail now. Database is just like a repository where you can create a lot of, like we have a colony, right? Or we have an area, we have an apartment, or we have a society. In society, you have multiple flats, correct? It is like that only. Database is like a society, flats is like a table. Hope that is clear. I'm not complicating the concepts as of now because I know many of you are freshers or beginners. So first of all, I will tell you the very basic thing. Then slowly you will see we will get mature with the course. Okay. So now I will show you how to create this table in the database. I'm not sure if the session is still live. So what is the name of table which I have created?
Employee.
So I have to write here employee. Okay. Let's discuss this first of all. I have written create. I have written table. This create and table are known as reserved keywords. These are known as reserved keywords. Why these are known as reserved keywords? The reason is because SQL engine has a specific meaning for them. These are like code words for SQL, and that is why it is known as reserved keywords. Okay. The moment you will write create, the SQL engine will understand that, oh, user is asking me to create something. Okay. Then you have written table, then user will understand that, engine will understand that, oh, user is asking me to create a table. Then SQL engine will ask you that, okay, Tanvir, tell me what is the name of table you want. I've written here employee. So I'm telling to SQL that SQL, I want to create a table with the name employee. So far, is it clear? Simple. Then SQL will ask me that, Tanvir, okay, fine, I will create a table employee for you, but tell me what all columns you want here. Okay. So we want this columns in this table. So I will mention all these columns that SQL I want to you to create this table, and please keep all these columns. Okay. Now, one thing I want to tell you here. I know many of you are from non-technical backgrounds, so you don't know what is data type and all those things. But right now, I'm not going in depth about the data type. We will discuss in detail down the line. Whenever you have something ID or some column which might be storing numbers, you see employee ID, it is storing numbers, right? So in that case, you have to mention here INT. INT means integer. We have to tell to SQL engine while creating table that this column will be storing what kind of data, whether it is integer or whether it is alphabets. Okay, if it is storing integers, you have to write INT. You might be thinking, why Tanvir this? I will answer all those questions down the line. Okay, we'll discuss in detail about the data type, why we need to explain, why we need to mention this and all this stuff. Okay, now the next is employee name. So if you see here, employee name, what kind of data it has? It is alphabets, right? So whenever you have a column which is storing alphabets, you have to write varchar. You might be thinking, why you have written 50 here? I will answer all these things. So please ignore, don't think about this. Just think that, oh, we have to write varchar 50. I will tell you why I've written 50. Why is this varchar? What is the meaning of varchar and all this stuff? We'll discuss in detail about that. Okay. Then next one, salary. And salary, what you have?
Integers.
Numbers or integers, right? So what should the data type for this?
INT.
INT. Good. So whenever you have a column which is having numbers or integers, you have to mark it as INT. Is it clear so far? Now, next is department, DPT. For department, tell me what data type should I use?
Varchar.
Varchar 50. Okay. You have to give a space and then you have to give the data type. Okay. Now coming to location. For location, tell me what data type should I mention here?
Varchar.
Varchar 50. Okay. So far, any question?
Sir, is this a case sensitive?
I will come to that case part, that which one is case sensitive and all those things. So let's give me some time. I will come to that. SQL is, but quickly to answer your question, SQL is case sensitive with data only, but it is not case sensitive with reserved keywords and user defined keywords. But we will discuss in detail about this. Okay, fine.
Okay. Okay.
So this
I have
is
one
the
request actually.
Yeah. Please tell
Can
me.
you zoom in or increase the font size if possible?
Is it not visible?
It is small.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, if
How
you
is it
can
now?
zoom. Yeah, this is better. This is good.
Oh,
much better.
Okay, fine.
Thanks.
No problem. Okay. So this is the syntax to create a table. So let me repeat it. First of all, you have to write create table. This is the reserved keyword. Reserved keywords are those keywords which SQL engine have a specific meaning. They are like code words. Okay. The moment you're writing create table, the SQL engine will understand that, oh, user wants to create a table. Then you have to mention the table name. Okay, I have written here employee. Now the question is, Tanvi, can I write any name? Yes, you can write whatever name you want. Even if I want, I will write my name, create table Tanvi. The SQL will accept it. The only restriction is you should not use the reserved keywords here. Like create table, create if I will write. So create is a reserved keyword. So that keyword you should not use to name a table or to name a column. So these are known as user defined keywords. User defined keywords. What are the user defined keywords here? Employee, table name. This is user defined. Why? Because user has defined it. I am the user. I have given the name of this table as employee. But apart from this, whatever name you want, you can give. Then employee ID. This is user defined because I have given this column name as employee ID. Then employee name. This is again user defined. I have kept the name. Salary, department, location. These all are user defined keywords because user has defined this. And this create table, these are the reserved keywords because SQL engine has a specific meaning for this. You have to take care that use user defined keywords. It means your table name, your column name must not be any of the reserved keywords. It is exactly like suppose when you will go to a mall or somewhere in government office, you will see a particular parking lot. It will mention that this is a reserved parking. It means you cannot park your car there, right? Exactly same. These keywords are the reserved keywords. You should not use these keywords for your own purpose. For your own purpose means while getting the name of a table, while getting the column names, you should not use it. Any questions so far?
I have one question, Tanvir.
Yes.
What if I write this like an employee create, not a directly create, but I'll write an employee create. Does
employee create, this one you're telling?
Yeah.
Oh, it will take this because it will consider the entire full name. So entire full name, this is not having create alone. This is employee create. This is separate then. You can use it. That's not a problem.
Okay, so we, okay, and got it. And my second question is like, why varchar 50 only? What if I write a varchar 5 or somewhere I write the varchar 500? Why varchar 50 only?
Yeah, I told in the beginning that we will discuss about this in detail, that why I've written varchar 50. Can I write 10 here? Can I write 100 here? We'll discuss in detail. But to quickly answer your question, this 50 means it can accommodate only 50 characters. But we'll discuss in detail about this. Okay.
Can we use quotes for creating table name? I mean, table
no,
name.
No. Okay. That happens in Postgres. You have to use double quotes, and that is case sensitive and all those things. But generally, if you're working on Microsoft SQL Server or Oracle, you no need to keep in quotes. Where you have to use quotes, I will tell you. But while table creation, yeah.
And there is no, we should not use space, right? In table names, like.
No. No. If you will give a space like this, it will not take. Correct. Okay. Either you take underscore, okay, but a space if you will give either in table name or the column name. Suppose if I will give employee ID like this, it will throw error message. So always your table name and column name has to be all together. No spaces allowed. Okay.
Tanvir, I have a question.
Yeah, clear.
While location has a different color, like reserve key.
Ignore that. Please ignore that. That color codes is not applicable here. But generally, if you work on the latest version of Oracle, yes, the color codes are the reserved keywords. Like here, create, table, end, varchar. You see, these are in pink color. These are the reserved keywords. But because this is an open source, this platform, so here that doesn't hold good. But generally, if you work on Postgres or any other platform, you will see the reserved keywords will be in some different color.
Okay.
Tanvir, I have a question.
Yeah.
In salary, can we use float instead of int?
That's what I'm telling you. I'm not going in detail about the data type. I'm not teaching data type now. But yes, quickly answer your question. You can use float, you can use number, you can use all those things. But now I'm not teaching data type. I have told in the beginning that is a different topic. We will discuss in detail that what is int, what is varchar, what is varchar2, what is char, what is float, and all this stuff. What is number? But right now I'm not discussing about that. Okay. Any other question, please?
Thank you.
Tanvir, Hari.
Yeah, Hari.
Now in the column name, can we give the space with the code? It will system will accept.
See here, you don't have to use quotes while creating a table name or column name. First of all, second thing, spaces are not allowed. Okay, spaces at any cost it is not allowed. You see, if I will write TMP like this, it will throw. I will show you this. It will throw error message. Spaces are not allowed either in table name or column name. Okay. Now let me quickly run this query first of all. Okay, how to run this? You have to put this colon at the end, select it. You see, I have selected it, and then click on run. You can see run button here. You have to click on run, and the shortcut keyboard button is Control Enter. The same thing on Postgres, it also Control Enter it works. Or if you're working on, I think Nitiza, it was Control Enter. But I prefer click on run. Okay, I have clicked on run. Session expired. This is the problem with this platform. If you keep it idle for a long time, the session will expire and you have to log in again. One minute, let me log in again. Yeah.
On Postgres, it's Control Enter or F5?
Control Enter.
Control Enter.
I'm working on it right now, so I'm very much sure. Control Enter, if you press space, it will work.
I am also working on it, but when I press F5, then also it works.
So maybe F5 will also work, but will you try Control Enter as well?
Okay, I'll try it today.
Okay. So now, okay, see, I will click on run. You see, the output is table created. SQL engine is telling that the table has been created. Now let's verify whether the table created is correct or not. So to verify it, we have a keyword DESC. DESC means describe, okay? And then the table name. So now I'm telling to SQL engine that SQL, please describe this table, what I have created now. We have created this employee table. So I'm telling, please describe this table, okay? I click on run, you see, it will show you the structure of table. In this table, what's the name of table? Employee. You see the name is employee. Okay. What are columns we have? We have employee ID. Okay, it is their employee ID. We have employee name. Have employee name here. Okay. We have salary. We have department, location. The salary, department, location, everything is there. Correct. The next column is null. Please ignore this for the time being. We will discuss down the line what is null, what is not null, why it is blank. We will discuss all those things down the line. Next is type. This type is nothing but the data type. You see, for employee ID, I have mentioned INT. INT means integer. it has taken it as a number. So here you can write either int or number. They are both one and the same. I will show you one more example. I will use number. It will also accept it. So you can use either int or number, though both are one and the same. Okay. Now for employee name, I have used varchar 50. So here you can see it has mentioned varchar 250. You'll be confused here that why it is written 2. Again, when I will teach you about data type, I will explain you in detail why it has taken varchar 2 and all those things. So please ignore all these things down the line. Okay. For salary, int is there. It is mentioned as number. Fine. For department, varchar 50. See department, varchar 250 is there. For location, varchar 50. Location, varchar 250 is there. Okay. Hope it is clear so far. So the table what we have created, it is present in the database now, and that has been created successfully.
Yes, Tanvi.
Now let me tell you one thing. Suppose I want to create another table, and I want to give some space here. This is the question few of you asked, Tanvi, I want to give a space and how it will behave. You see, I have given some space here, right? Now I'm creating this table again. It has thrown error message, right? Some error message is there. So that's why in table name, you should not give any space. Is that clear?
Yes, Tanvi.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now, suppose I have created this table employee. I have shown you the structure of the table, and we all were convinced that yes, the table structure is correct. And again, I'm repeating this data type. I'm not teaching now. I'm not discussing it now. Maybe after 2 to 3 classes, we will touch this data type. So please ignore it. Don't think that Tanvir white is 50. I will give the answer for this and all those things. Ignore it. White is 2. Please ignore it. Don't think about this, because this is our psychology. The one thing which we are telling not to do, we will think about that. Okay. So ignore all these things for the time being. Okay. Now I have created this employee table, and the structure is there. Everything is fine. One of my colleagues, suppose Ramesh is there. He is also trying to create the employee table. Okay. And suppose he don't want location. Okay. He is also trying to create employee table, the same table which I have created. And this is the structure. You want the employee ID column, employee name column, salary and department. In his the machine, he is executing this query. Once he will execute this query, what will happen? What do you think? The SQL will allow to create this table? Because see, already we have created the table with the same name. So do you think SQL will allow to create this table?
No. No, it says table already exists.
No. Why no?
Why?
Same
Because
name already
already exists.
Employees.
Table name is unique.
Already a table record has been recorded in the database.
Correct. SQL engine will not allow you to create 2 tables with the same name. Already in the database, we have created a table with the name employee. So you cannot create another table with the same name. You see, I'm going to run this. Check the output. What it is throwing error message? Name is already used by an existing object. It means this name is already used. SQL engine is telling that please don't use this name. So what it means, in a database, you cannot create 2 tables with the same name. Is that clear? Fine?
Yes.
Okay.
Tanvir, I was having a doubt.
Yeah.
If I could say, I was asking you that DESC, you said that it uses a describe employee, but DESC is also used for descending, like
descending.
So
Yeah.
how it classified, how it distinguishes between descending and describe?
Good. And this is the only keyword in entire SQL which has 2 different functionality. If you're using this DESC with employee, it means describe. If you're using this in order by, I'm not teaching order by now. Just to answer you, I'm telling others, you please ignore this. If I'm using this DESC with order by, it means descending. Okay, hope it is clear. So if you're using this DESC with the table name, it will act as describe. If you use this DESC with order by, it will act as a descending. Hope I answered your question.
Yeah, it clear. And in Postgres also, if I'll use DESC with the table name, it will give me the same result?
No. Postgres, it will not give you the same result. Okay,
Or
for that
I
post.
should have like select star from table name.
Yeah, correct. I will come to that, yeah, because I will get deviated from the topic. Okay, I will come to all those concepts. Okay.
Just a small doubt, like I'm having, I'm mostly into Postgres, so I'll be like able to catch up with this thing with my Postgres as well.
You can correlate the logics, the joins, what will be teaching here. Everything will be same. Okay. Small differences you might see that in Postgres, if you're using, you are keeping the table name within quotes, right? And that is case sensitive, right? So there small differences will be there. Okay. But logic wise, the concept wise, how left join works here, it will work the same way in Postgres or that Microsoft SQL Server or MySQL. That's why don't get confused. Okay. It will almost same.
Tanvir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is that location is also a reserved keyword? Why it is
No. I mentioned this. Location is not a reserved keyword. And don't go by color quotation on this platform. Don't think that all those which are in pink color are the reserved keyword, because this is open source platform. Okay, but generally you will see on the higher or the latest version, the pink color or the blue color will correspond to the reserved keyword. Okay. But here you ignore that. Don't consider it.
Sure.
Okay. So here I was trying to create a table with the same name. It was throwing error message. Now, my next question is, okay, fine, SQL is not allowing me to create two tables with the same name. It is throwing error message, but why? Why it is not allowing? What's the problem with SQL?
Because they are taking same name to create another table.
But
it doesn't store duplicate names.
The question is why?
If you raise a query, how it understands?
The record created
system will get confused which table you have to refer.
Correct. When you will fetch data, okay, this employee table is having employee ID, employee name, salary, and department columns, right? And this employee table is having employee ID, employee name, salary, department, and location. So once you are fetching data, when you will ask data from the SQL engine, it will get confused that user is asking data from this employee table or this employee table, right? Suppose in this group, if I have two person with the name Ramesh, if I will call Ramesh, they both will get confused to whom I'm addressing, right? Similarly, when you're fetching data, the engine will get confused that Tanvir is referring which employee table, this one or this one. So that is why in generic, SQL engine doesn't allow you to create two tables with the same name. This is the reason why it doesn't allow us. Okay. Fine. If my colleague wants to create this table, he will add one here, employee one. Now tell me, now if you will run the query, it will be executed or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Because we are differentiating the table.
This employee is different and this employee one is different. So now if I will run this query, now check the output. Table is created. If you want to see the structure, DESC, it means describe employee. Okay. I click on run. See the structure of this table. It has employee ID, employee name, salary, and department. Correct?
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Mr. Tanvir, one question, please. Because you are highlighting that syntax, right? Like in that like row number 4, you had like, even though you had the table employee, you selected that, right? But it doesn't, I mean, it should only look at that particular line and then execute it, or?
Yeah. So when...
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So whenever you want to run your query or the piece of code, whatever you have written, the best practice is, and this is common on all the platforms. Okay. And that is why I'm telling this is the best practice. Give this colon at the last. Okay. Semicolon at the last. Select this piece of code or whatever you want to run, and then click on run. Then the engine will understand that, oh, Tanvir wants to run this particular code only. Or randomly, if you will click somewhere, suppose I've clicked somewhere randomly, okay, and I'm clicking on run. SQL is confused at what you want to execute. So it has thrown some random error message. So whenever you want to execute a piece of code or the query, first of all, select it. So SQL will understand that, oh, user wants to run this code. Then click on run. Okay.
Okay. So in this case, even if you had that employee only, right, without the one, it would still run it, right? It would still execute that statement. Because
yeah, correct.
Okay, got it. Thanks, sir.
Oh, no problem.
Tanvi, semicolon is mandated to execute the query.
Here it is not on this platform. It is not mandatory, but I told in the beginning, it is a general practice. Many other platforms it takes semicolon. So better make it a habit that keep the semicolon, select the query, and then run it. There's a general practice. I'm telling you. Many other platforms you will see they will ask you to give the semicolon. So that's why make it a habit. Keep the semicolon and then select the query and then run it. That's the best practice actually. Okay, because see here, I will remove the semicolon, right? I will just select it and I will run it. Even then it will be executed. It is giving the output, right? But that's what I told. Keep the semicolon, make it a habit. Because many other platforms, it accepts semicolon. And that's why keep a common habit for all the platforms. You never know the next project in which platform you'll be working, on which database you'll be working, okay? Any other question?
Hi, Tanvir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just read on book like in SQL we can't able to create the table without a database. So my doubt is like schema. Is it possible to create the same table name with different schemas?
Yeah. Different schema. Okay, 1 minute. I'm not discussing about the schema now. That's a different topic of discussion. So others don't get confused. That's certainly what Tanvir is talking about the schema. But to answer your question, yes, you can create another schema with the same table name.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, fine. Generally, I don't answer questions if it is not in sequence with the topic. Suppose here, if I'm teaching you create insert. Okay, suppose if you will ask question from college, I will not answer this. If it is urgent for you, you have to attend interview, you're getting confused, you connect with me immediately after class, or you stay after the class on the same meeting link. I will answer that. What happens now? If I jump to this college, those who are freshers or non-technical, they will get confused that suddenly how this college came into picture. And that's why I follow this strict pattern. But yes, if you have question, you stay in the call or you connect with me offline. If you have question on any other part, you can ask me. Okay. And I hope you all will appreciate this way. This will be helpful for everyone, right?
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay. I will stop here. I will not, because it's almost 8:35. We have extended the timelines. Those who want to drop, you can drop. Or if you have any other queries, you can connect with me. And those who have any queries, you can keep on asking. One minute, hold on 1 minute. I will share the recording, everything with you after this. Yeah, please ask if you have any question.
Tell me, what is the different keywords describing the keyword for the oracle? And we need to know the structure of the table in SQL Server. What is the keyword for that?
Can you repeat your question? Sorry, your voice was a little bit low. Can you repeat?
Yeah, actually, I'm not feeling well. I'm
saying, sorry.
I'm saying, what is the different keyword? Like, what is a different keyword? Like in Oracle, we have the describe keyword to show the structure of the table, right? And what is the keyword for the SQL Server? Yeah.
Show. 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 Okay, you can try that. Any other question?
Hi, Tanvir. What is describe keyword in Netiza or Netiza?
I think describe works in Netiza. I'm not sure exactly. I need to check that. Okay, or else if it is not working, I will tell you one shortcut and that will work on all the platforms. Okay. So sorry, the SQL Server is not open now. So what the shortcut is on the left side, those who have worked on different databases, you will see on the left side, you will see the table names, right? Correct, no? Whether you have worked on Oracle, Netiza, Postgres, on the left side, we have the table name. Just double click on that particular table name and it will show you the structure of the table. That's a shortcut. And this is applicable on all the databases, working on Postgres, Oracle, SQL Server, anyway. Just double click
Sorry to interrupt. Could you just show it because I didn't understood like what you just said.
Actually, that SQL Server is not installed in this laptop on which I'm showing you. Maybe tomorrow I can show you that. Okay. What I'm telling is, have you worked on any database, Oracle, SQL, or anyone?
Yes, I have worked on Postgres.
So Postgres, no. So on Postgres, in the left side, you will see different table space, schema name, and table names will be there. You might have
Yes.
seen that.
Yes.
So once you will drill down it, the table name will be visible. Just double click on the table name. Okay. And then a new window will be open. And in that window, it will show you the structure of the table, the columns, the primary key, the constants, everything. And this is applicable on all the databases. Okay. Is that clear?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So maybe tomorrow I will log into that Microsoft SQL Server as well, and I will show that to you. Okay, but that way you can see the structure on all the databases. Any other question?
One question.
Hi, Tanvir.
Yeah,
Hello.
hi.
Hi, Tanvir. Warren on this side. Very good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
I've just texted you on your WhatsApp chat. Could you can I expect a quick response on that, please?
Right now I'm taking class session. No, once the session is over, I will look into all
Yeah. Okay,
chats.
fine. Okay. Thank you so much.
Just a quick question, like why there was a need of so many servers when all were doing the same thing and same part? So why there was a need of SQL?
It is not about server. It is about different vendors. It is exactly like what if we already have the cars from Tata, then why we have from Honda, Hyundai, right? It is same way. They all are different vendors. Okay, and yes, you will find slight differences. Okay, but there are some benefit as well. Like Teradata, it can support huge volume of data, and you will take Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server. It cannot process your unstructured data. For that, you have Hive SQL and then Snowflake, right? Postgres, it is open source. The companies, they don't have to spend on that. So they have some pros and cons. That is why we have different vendors. Okay, that's the reason. In my last previous project, I was working on Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, Postgres, and Netezza, all platform on the same project. Okay, because Teradata, because I'm working on retail banking, huge volume of data was there. Okay, so that's why different vendors, they have their own pros and cons. Okay.
Tanvir,
thanks.
No problem.
Tanvir, will there be a same meeting ID for joining tomorrow as well,
or today we will finalize the list of participants. We will be continuing with this course, and those who have already reserved the seat, so don't worry, we will share in that target group in which we have added you. Others, we will see how much more candidate we can accommodate. Okay, and then we will share all those things in the target group. You don't have to bother. Everything we will communicate there. The meeting links, the assignments, everything will be communicated. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Sure, Tanvir, thank you. And last question. Can we have the list of reserved keywords? I mean, so that we cannot use while writing the SQL.
This is the one. These all are reserved keywords, which we will be discussing in our course.
Can you send this on?
I will send this. No issues. I think already I have sent this in the generic group, but I will send this again. Not an issue.
Sure. Thank you so
much. I will share this with you. No problem.
Hello, Tanvir. One question from my side.
Yeah.
Why I cannot use GPay to get to the fees?
If you have the GPay option, I will share other number. You can send on using GPay. Okay.
I'm pinging you in WhatsApp. Please share that number.
Okay. Fine. After this session over, I will address the WhatsApp.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Over WhatsApp.
Okay. No problem. Any other question, guys?
Tanvir, can you include in the syllabus like date, time, and timestamp, date comparison?
Date, time, yeah. Again, that question is coming up. We will take it here, but I cannot commit because already this session it will take 1.5 months, I'm sure. But Naeem, I will take care of that, Naeem. Okay. I'll try to add that. Okay. Why we have not added that? The reason is those are the ready-made keywords. Okay. No much logic is there in that. If you directly use it, you will get the answer. But fine, I will add some common date functions. Any other?
Like, we have to get 90 days of data and that compare with timestamp like that.
Date difference and all that. Okay, I will try to add Naeem. Naeem, you are the same who was the ETL batch, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, name. Okay, fine. Okay, no problem.
Name
you connect.
one question.
Sorry. Name you connect with me after the session is over. Okay, or you can call me or you can connect with me. Yeah. Next question, please.
Tanvir, I have a question out of this thing. Which tool you are going to cover in ETL?
Mostly, okay, ETL you are telling. ETL, you see, ETL we don't use any tool. ETL we cover the basic architecture. Why we have designed that course is actually for all this job profile what I mentioned here is all job profile. They should have the knowledge, basic knowledge of ETL. So that is why we are covering the basic ETL architecture. That what is ETL, the different layers, different dimensional fact, the star snowflake schema, where we need data lake, what is ELT. So basic things we are covering so that everyone should know. Because what is happening, suppose Power BI, they only know about the Power BI and the access layer. But if the numbers are not correct in the report, they don't know about the data pipeline, how the data is getting flown. So that is why now in the business or in the interviews, they're expecting that each of these job profile, they should know the basic ETL architecture. Okay. Yeah. Any other question?
I just wanted to say thank you, Naeem, for bringing that date functions. I was able to say. So
Okay. I will try to accommodate that. Okay. Because many participants are asking that. I'll try
because
to accommodate it.
even those functions will be crucial for
correct. I agree.
Last 30 days of data. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I will try to add that. No problem. Thank you. Any other question? Okay. Fine then. Any last question anyone has?
Why we had not used
the regular expression?
Regular expression is not there. Earlier it was there, but then we removed it. I need to think about that. See, now the topics that it is getting added, but fine, I will look into that, but I cannot commit again on the rejects function. Okay. But some common rejects like count and all those things I will try to add. Yeah. Okay. Let me write it here. Rejects you told, and the date function. And someone mentioned about views. Okay, we'll look into this. Okay.
Tanvir, can there be possibility, means if you have one or two classes for Notepad++, how to use and what are all functions in Notepad++? We have some regular expression in Notepad++.
Okay.
Means that will be, yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll plan that, no problem.
Only basic functions in Notepad++, how to use that.
Okay, no issues. Okay.
Tanvir, one question. Regarding this naming convention, like only underscore can we add, right? Like no other special character can.
You see, best practice, I will tell you, when you're working in projects, first of all, spaces are not allowed. That is totally discarded. Okay. If you have big name, I will suggest give like this, underscore. Even if you'll see in your projects, they're using underscore. 95% of the project I can challenge you, they will use underscore. If you have name, suppose employee name, they will write employee underscore name. Okay, so use underscore if you have big name. Okay, we have a column common balance in my last project. We use like this, underscore. This is a common habit practice in most of the projects. They will use like this. Okay.
Thanks.
No problem. Any other question?
Hi, Tanvir.
Okay. Yeah,
this
hi.
is my personal question. Actually, I have 9 years of experience. I'm into data storage, like SAN.
5 years experience, you told, no? Sorry,
no,
how many experience?
It's Venkat. I have 9 years.
Venkat, yeah. 9 years, Venkat, yeah. Okay.
In that, I have data storage, like SAN and NAS experience. So, present, I wanted to switch my career. But technology, after this course, after this SQL, which course would be better for me?
Which direction you want to? Data analyst, data engineer, business analyst, which one?
Data engineer.
Data engineering, okay. Data engineering, if you want to go, so SQL you have to cover. After that, you take any other data engineering course. Okay, that is mandatory. Okay, because SQL alone will not work in this case.
Yeah. I understand that. Is it data factory? Which one would be good?
You see, data factory is also that is almost getting mandatory these days. But I will suggest you go for big data courses because that is a huge demand. Okay, Why suddenly the demand for data engineer increased? The reason is the data analysts, they cannot work if the data is of not good quality. Power BI developer, they cannot work if the data is not of good quality. Similarly, data scientists, similarly your artificial intelligence, definitely your machine learning, they all work on top of good data.
Okay.
And it is the responsibility of data engineer to prepare to create some good data pipelines. Then only data will be of good quality. So that is why data engineering is in huge demand these days. Okay. I will suggest you go for this and take the course of big data.
Sir,
Apart from SQL.
hello, sir. Same query from my side. Could
Hmm.
you please suggest someone who can take the course for data engineering?
You connect with me offline for this, okay? I don't want to promote anyone on this platform.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
And Tanvir, what all tools are required to get a job in business analyst domain?
Good. Business
Besides
analyst.
SQL?
This is the shortcut. Business analyst and the ETL tester. This is the shortcut I will suggest who are from non-technical background to enter IT industry. Okay. Business analyst, you have to be strong in SQL. You have to be strong in any tool, either Power BI or Tableau. But my suggestion goes with Power BI because this is a little bit less costly and this is Microsoft application. So the organizations are moving on Power BI. So you should, for business analysts, you consider this bucket. If you're talking about business analyst, you try to learn SQL, then any tool like Power BI, and then advanced Excel. More than enough. You will crack the business analyst or the senior business analyst job profile. Take this combination. Okay.
Okay, then. And statistics, like it is not that
No.
important
It is
at the
not
initial stage, no?
mandatory. If you know the basic statistics, well and good, but that is not mandatory. If you're going for data analyst job profile, then statistics and all those things you should know. Or for business analyst, it is not required.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
Hello, Danish here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Danish.
So I see a lot of doubts and queries from people on data engineering. So I'm working in data engineering, and I just want to volunteer. If someone wants to ask queries or doubts, they can get in touch with me.
Yeah, good, Danish.
Help them.
And we have one big data group as well. So I will share that link here. Those who are interested, they can join that. In that group, we discuss about data engineering course, curriculum, how to prepare and all those things. And thanks a lot, Danish, for the volunteering. Yeah.
Sure, I'll just post my number to everyone. So
Okay.
basic queries I can just answer.
Good. Great initiative. Much appreciated, Danish.
Yeah.
Any other question, anyone?
Yeah, Srijit here. So what's the
The
role of
background noise is
SQL
coming, I
tester?
think, from Shrijit or who. Can I request others to please go on mute? Some background beep noise is coming. Yeah. Please ask question. What you're asking?
Yeah,
Not of chat
actually,
message.
what is the roles and responsibilities of an ETL tester?
That's a big question. Okay, roles and responsibilities of ETL tester. That will take time, but the very quick answer is ETL testers is the responsibility is the data should be of good quality. He has to take care. He has to check each and every nut and bolt of ETL architecture, like how the data is you are getting from source stream, the multiple validations you have to do at the file level. Then you have to check the data pipeline. You have to check the data cleaning activity, like duplication, deduplication, reconciliation, exclusion, inclusion rules, okay, dimension factors. So all those the pipelines of ETL framework, the ETL tester should test it. And that is why nowadays automation is needed. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Thanks.
No problem, Srijit. Fine then, guys. Any other question anyone has?
Hello. Yes, sir. My name is Ram. Is that good for non-technical backgrounds, people for data engineering courses?
Non-technical background, data engineering role, yes, they can go. But I have to be honest here. You have to put in a lot of effort. I'm not telling it is impossible. It's possible, but you have to put in a lot of effort because you're from non-technical background. So you have to understand it. You can go, okay, but you have to put in some good amount of effort and good amount of commitment. And at least it will take 6 months. If anyone is telling 1 month or 2 months. I surprised. I used to see the post on LinkedIn, 4 hours SQL is over. I surprised, how is it possible? I take 4 to 5 hours for count only, 8 hours for joins only. How you can complete SQL in 4 hours or 5 hours? Similarly, if someone is telling in 2 months, I will teach you data engineering, highly impossible. I can challenge it. That is not possible at all. So if you're planning, so you have to keep some strong commitment. I'm not demotivating you. I'm just encouraging you that show a strong commitment. You can do it. And you have to keep a minimum 6 months time frame in your bucket. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
No problem.
Hi, Tanvi sir. I am Sandeep Kumar sir. Currently working in non-IT department. Like I am graduate from civil engineering department. Now I have a friend who is already working in EY as a big data engineer, and he have a referral for me as to entry into their department. Okay, so I am changing. I want to change my department basically non-IT to IT, and for that I only need SQL and advanced Excel. He already told me, and I have been interviewed for. And I have interview for EY in around December, and I have already basic knowledge of, the SQL. Basically, I learned by myself, by through the YouTube and something other. So how many days it will take to become a good in SQL?
If someone is starting from scratch, in my previous batch there was a girl. I don't want to share the name. In the August batch, it was there. She was from civil background, similarly 5 years of experience. So I think if daily you are working for 3 to 4 hours, 2 months is more than enough. Okay, including my lecture for studying 3 to 4 hours, 2 months is more than enough. Okay, to get some strong hold on SQL.
Means just entry level SQL. He already told me you have to good in the SQL. And basically that's
2 months is more than enough, yeah. Or if you don't have any tasks, you're just reading SQL day and night, in 1 month is more than enough. Okay, fine then, guys. Okay, so we'll connect again tomorrow we'll continue the session tomorrow. Okay, thank you. The background noise is there.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, Tanvi.
Background noise. Okay, thank you.
So today there will be no class. Hello.
Thank you.
Tomorrow we'll be having class then. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Tanvir. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Have a good day.